Man, that yellow Mach 1 sounds real good with the MagnaPack mufflers from MagnaFlow. I really like it. Just driving it around, I just had to stop and record it for a second. It sounds good rumbling around, and I wanted to do a couple revs. So I got the red Terminator out to give it a nice wash. It gets dusty from sitting a lot. The car looks really good, and I don't really have a lot of footage of just walking around with it, and so I thought I'd make a little video, and I make a lot of videos too to put on Instagram, so I just wanted to share that with everybody. But speaking of the red Terminator, I took it for a drive to the new temple that's being built here in town for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the local one here is under construction, and the other one is under renovation. So the nearest one is in Las Vegas, and so my wife and I were going to take a trip down to Las Vegas to go to the temple and do a session down there, and so we took the yellow Mach 1. So of course I took some footage of the Mach 1 driving down there. I love the drive, and so here's some of that footage. Really cool. You have the Speedway on the right, and you have Nellis Air Force Base on the left, and so there's an F-35 right there flying over. There were F-16s and F-35s flying over. We got to the Las Vegas Temple, really beautiful place. Even though we've been there a couple times, this was the first time we actually got to go inside and do a session, so that was great. Parking lot's beautiful there. Left the Mach 1 out there and enjoyed doing a session, coming back out to it and taking some pictures, and here's a little bit of the drive back. So we stopped and ate dinner on the way home. That was really fun. I wish we could have stayed for the next day because Snow White, the Mustang Cobra that I've done a story about, made an appearance at a car show that they were hosting. And so I got to see pictures of the car that people had posted in their stories, and you can see it in the background, but I didn't get to see the car again. But I had seen the car recently in the backyard of one of my friend's houses who had it at their house, and now the car is getting put back together. So pretty cool to see that again. And then I went to a bunch of car shows when I got home the next day. So I took the blue Mach 1 to the car show in the morning. It's a Cars and Coffee they do every first Saturday. Really enjoyed taking it there. I haven't taken it for a while. There was a 3-valve GT there. It might have originally been a Shelby GT because it had a plaque between the vents on the dashboard, but he added these Cobra stickers, Cobra Jet sticker things on it. And then there was this pearl white 99 Cobra. Obviously the car's been repainted and they added this blue pearl to it. So that's something a lot of people seem to like. They also polished the intake manifold on there. It looked really good, wet sanded and polished chrome intake manifold. And a lot of chrome in the engine bay. Looked really nice. I like that. And this was a cool car. It's a 10-speed automatic, newer Mustang Coyote with a Roush charger on it, which is the 2.65 liter blower. So that's the same rotor pack that my Gen 3 blower has, the same that the new GT500 has. Very cool Coyote with Roush badges on the sides. Still a GT, so it has the GT badges on the back, but really nice car. And I saw a new Mach 1 for the first time there at the show. I believe this is Destroyer Gray, and it has a nice strut tower bar there with Mach 1 on it. And I thought this was really nice. The guy had traded a newer green Bullet for this car. He said he had a lot of problems with the Bullet and ended up just wanting to get something new, so we got this Mach 1. Very cool to see, very nice car. And there were a lot of Mustangs there. This car is always at the shows. A nice gentleman in town has had several of the older Mustangs and restored them, and this is the one he takes to the shows all the time. And it's a very beautiful fastback, and it's a very close color to the Bullet, a dark blue. But he said it's not true blue, it's a different color blue. But very nice looking car, very well restored, beautiful car. And it's nice to share that with everyone because I see it a lot. And here's another one that's a fastback. It has kind of a matte color to it with stripes, and it has a big 427 in it. So really cool car. I talked to the owner about it months ago, maybe a year ago, when he was deciding what color to go, and he just wanted to do a matte color. So pretty cool fastback Mustang, and he has some other neat cars too as well. Here's a Celine number 51, and this one's supercharged as well. And it's really interesting to see how the blower works in there. The pulley's deep down in there. So very interesting for a 3-valve Mustang. The car does make it to Cars and Coffee almost every time, and I see it a lot. So pretty cool if this is something that you're interested in. And a lot of these cars nobody will really see because they're just local and they don't post them on social media. So that's why I wanted to make a little video here and show them off. Here's a 64 to 66 Mustang Coupe. Nice red one there with kind of a beige interior color. And it just looks really cool to look inside these cars and see the steering wheels with the chrome and all the stuff that these older Mustangs had. So really fun to see. I like the wheels on those as well. I like those factory style wheels. And here's a 3-valve Mustang GT engine inside of a hot rod. So that's pretty cool to see, and I bet that drives really nice. Something reliable and new. Here's a little shot of the show just in the early stages before people were getting there. And there was a big car show that day too, so it was kind of thinned out. So my friend showed up with his mineral gray Terminator Cobra. I had recently changed the belt out on this car. The supercharger belt was too long and it was having belt slip. We got the right size belt on there, so we were going to drive it around and enjoy it and test it out a little bit too. And we were going to head to the other car show as well. So here's a little bit of that beautiful mineral gray paint. This car looks so good in the sun. Beautiful car. And here's another shot in the sun of that pearl white Cobra. It was hard to get it to shine just right for the camera to pick it up, but I think I did a pretty good job here seeing it, and I think it looks really good. And so there's the beautiful amber taillights that everyone's after too as well. It's a 99 Cobra. And so that was a nice little showing there, and now the sun was on the blue Mach. It looked a lot better in the sunlight. It was getting that time of day, just warming up, and it was beautiful.
That's good luck. That's good fortune.
So we were going to head over to the other car show, and I brought my boys with me, and my wife was going to meet me in town and take them, and I was going to go out to the show with my friend with his mineral gray Cobra. And he said, let's take the kids over and ride the go-karts. And so this is them riding in his Cobra to go over to go ride the go-karts. You see, he had them put their hands up in the air. They enjoyed riding in a convertible. It was really fun for them to get to try that out and have some fun. And it was really nice of my friend to take them go-karting, and he got us passes. And we had a lot of fun. We had the 2-seater go-karts, and I had my boy in one of them, and he had one of my boys in the other. And he started at the very front, and I started at the very back. And I had some serious Ford versus Ferrari action going on, racing around that track, and I was able to pass everybody up, including my friend. and get around the track as fast as I could, and we had a blast racing around and doing that. So then once my wife came and picked up the kids, we drove over to my friend's house and decided to take his Cobra out to the show. I offered to take my blue Mach out there. He said we could take the GT350 or the Terminator. I said, hey, the top's already down, let's take this. Here's a little bit of the PPRV delete issue with these cars. We deleted that in the tank, and so it doesn't like to start every time right off.
Yeah, almost have to turn the key.
But man, it was a beautiful drive out there. I love driving around here. This is one of my favorite highways, and this went out to the show that was at a very nice golf course. And I've been to this show before, and we wanted to go out there and have a great time. And it was fun to drive a convertible out there. And so when we got there, there was a 2021 Grabber Yellow GT500, beautiful car. He had added a bunch of these vinyl overlays to this Cobra Snake, the one on the supercharger, the badges, inside on the steering wheel as well. And he said, yeah, they just peel off, so if you don't like it, you don't like it, it's okay. But looking really good. I love that color. I think that's really cool. And if you know about these, they stopped production on them because of the chip shortage, so this is probably a really rare car. He was able to get this car in Alabama and have it shipped across the country. He bought it brand new. It was one of the few dealers that did not have a $20,000 dealer markup like the local dealership here. He had an order for a Twister Orange one, but it kept getting pushed back on production. And there was a beautiful Rouge there. This is a 3-valve supercharged stage 3 Rouge, and it was really nice. And the car was actually for sale, and I thought they were asking a pretty good price for it considering how nice it was. There's a signature of Jack Rouge on the dashboard there, but they were asking $25,000 for the car. Looking good, very nice car. And there was a GT500 there that was a 2011 or 12. So this would be the 5.4 liter, not the 5.8 with the 662 horse, but the 5.4 liter with the older Eaton style supercharger, but still a very beautiful car. Very nice car, very fast, very cool. I love the color. I love that red. And this 69 Camaro was there, Hugger Orange, Super Sport 350, and he pulled up and just parked right there front and center and went into the show, automatic car. And I just thought, wow, that's such a beautiful car. It really is. And this guy took a lot of pride in it, I could tell. And he had his family there and his kids. I just thought that was a really nice car, really liked it. And one of those cars where I would assume he's had it for a while. Here's a LS3 Corvette engine inside of, I think it was a 37. Look at this thing. Very, very crazy sleeper. And here's a 56 Nomad, and I was just talking to my friend about how the 56 had the gas cap behind the tail light, and I think 57 as well, so that was pretty cool to see it open there. And this is a beautiful black Z28. I believe that would be tuxedo black. Very cool car, and this was even a 4-speed car, so beautiful white interior. A lot of times I see these older muscle cars and I can't believe that people got to drive these every day. That people had these as daily drivers and they grew up with them. It's really cool to see. Looks like it has a newer, nice engine in there, but that's a very powerful, nice engine. And just a really cool looking car, Z28. And I had talked to this guy before, the Roadrunner, with my friend at another show we were at. And this car has had a rotisserie restoration. Very nice car. You can tell no expense was spared on this one. So beautiful, beautiful car. Blue interior. That looks really fun. And I think it's a 4-speed as well. It's definitely a manual transmission car. And I think it was a 383. So pretty cool to see that car. And this was amazing. U2 SR71. So this had Lockheed Martin and Skunk Works all over on the license plate frame and the hat in the back. I'm pretty sure that this guy knows some stuff that the rest of us don't know. This is a beautiful Scat Pack Challenger, stick shift, 6-speed, and really cool to see this car and think that this guy might have worked for Lockheed Martin back in the day. So pretty cool to see that there. The next car on the list is a 54 Corvette. I wasn't sure if it was a 53 or 4 until we got there. I know that the first generation Corvettes were like that, and that I think all the 53s were white, but the 54s, this guy was telling us, comes in different colors, but this was a 54. The second year, I think it's a 6-cylinder. And here is a C6 Corvette that has been changed into what's supposed to look like a C2 Corvette. So I'm sure that drives really nice. And we looked over and there was another Mach 1. So the second time I've seen a Mach 1, and both in the same day. So this black Mach 1 looked really nice. I like the swing, that rear spoiler. They call it a swing because it's half wing, half spoiler. But black is definitely a color that's hard to keep up on, but boy, it looks good when it's clean, and that one looked really nice. And GT500 owner, I talked to him. He's wearing a shirt that matched. Very nice guy. Got back to my friend's house and we were hanging out, and he sent me this picture, and this was the second day that I got my Bullet back. So I had gone over the first day. I went to his house first when I brought the car home, and he wasn't home that day, but he was home the next day, and so I came over and showed him that I had got the Bullet back, and he had taken a picture of me and I forgot about that, so he sent me this picture. But we hung out at his house for a while, had a lot of fun, talked, enjoyed the day. It was really a great day to be out enjoying the cars, enjoying the weather, and enjoying everybody else's cars at the car shows. And one last thing that was pretty cool was I saw that there was a Mustang GT at the Ford dealership. And so I did a little walk around, took some pictures of it, and my friend on Instagram, who's down in Arizona, sent me a message and said, "Hey, that's my GT. It has the Terminator front end on it, looks really good." And this is the message he had sent me, and a picture of the GT when he owned it. So he has some LS cars that are nice. He's had a gray Mach 1 as well. So pretty cool that that car happened to make it here to town. And so anyway, that's just kind of an update on what's going on and what I've been doing with all the cars and hanging out, and just wanted to make a quick video, put this all together and share it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Mustang content.